LeBron James has just orchestrated the most strategic departure in NBA history, and the rest of the league is still feeling the impact.
LeBron James has informed the Los Angeles Lakers that he is moving on. He told the Lakers that they can move on with their business this offseason.
He's officially leaving the Lakers. And yes, Shaq, Kareem, and even younger stars like Luka Doncic reacted, but that's not even the biggest story. Just 24 hours before LeBron made that decision, the Lakers quietly finalized a fully guaranteed $2.3 million contract for his son, Bronny. Once you hear what happened next, you'll realize this may have been planned long before anyone expected it. On June 29, the Lakers guaranteed Bronny James' contract, and the very next day, LeBron informed them he was leaving. If you think that's just a coincidence, you don't understand how this league operates. The Lakers had the option to waive Bronny on June 29, save around $1 million in cap space, and move on, but instead, they committed to his $2.3 million deal for next season. Then, exactly one day later, Rich Paul called Rob Pelinka and reportedly said, the franchise can move on without him. It wasn't a trade request or a negotiation tactic, just a calm, straightforward farewell that almost seemed prearranged. Rich Paul later explained that LeBron's decision was driven by a pursuit of complete happiness, which certainly sounds inspiring. But then Shams Charania revealed what he described as the real reason behind LeBron's departure.
The bottom line is LeBron James and the Lakers just simply didn't see eye to eye on what it meant to try to compete for a championship.
Now you have complete happiness on one side and reports of a disagreement on the other. It certainly seems like someone is doing a lot of PR work to make LeBron's departure look smooth and friendly. But here's where things become even more interesting. The Lakers reportedly never made LeBron a formal offer, not even one. ESPN's Jake Fisher reported before free agency began that it was more likely than not that LeBron would leave Los Angeles. After 8 seasons together, both sides simply let the clock run out, and that might be the biggest clue in this entire story. As soon as the news broke, Rich Paul reportedly received calls from 10 to 12 teams, including the Warriors, Cavaliers, Heat, and Timberwolves. Everyone wanted LeBron. But there's another twist that few people are discussing. An Eastern Conference star has already been making moves behind the scenes that could eliminate one of those destinations before LeBron even makes his decision. Once you find out who it is and what happened, this entire story takes on a different meaning. Even before that, the entire NBA had already reacted to LeBron's exit, and I mean the entire league. Luka Doncic was one of the first. Remember, he's the player who essentially inherited LeBron's locker room, franchise, and spotlight. His response was simple, a photo of the two embracing with a caption, "An honor to play with and learn from you." No dramatic farewell, just a heartfelt message. That post carried extra weight because they barely had the chance to play together. Fans expected LeBron and Luka to build something special, but after only a season and a half and a playoff sweep by OKC, that opportunity disappeared. Dwight Howard had a completely different reaction. Instead of mourning the news, he joked that he was grabbing popcorn to watch how LeBron's move would reshape the league, even calling it LeBron's farewell tour in Ohio. Meanwhile, role players like Jared Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes, and Jake LaRavia shared sincere tributes, thanking LeBron for the leadership, standards, and culture he brought to the locker room every day. Then Magic Johnson weighed in, and his reaction meant more than many people realized. Back in 2018, as the Lakers' president of basketball operations, Magic personally met with LeBron and Rich Paul to convince him to join Los Angeles. He helped begin this era, and when it ended, he thanked LeBron and Rich Paul for believing in the Lakers, saying LeBron had created a whole new chapter for the franchise and that he would always appreciate him. It was a fitting way for the man who started the journey to help close it. Up to that point, everything had been respectful and positive, but that changed almost immediately when Charles Barkley spoke. His comments completely shifted the conversation about LeBron's future. While everyone else was still reacting, Barkley had already reached his conclusion. During an ESPN appearance, he boldly claimed that LeBron had only one smart option left, returning to Cleveland for a third stint.
It's his only logical choice. If he goes to any other team, it would be like him trying to win championships to catch Michael Jordan.
Charles Barkley went on national television and firmly stated that returning to Cleveland is the only logical move for LeBron, arguing that he should have never left Ohio because his arrival would instantly make the Cavaliers the clear favorites in the Eastern Conference. Barkley wasn't chasing social media attention, he was focused on the basketball reality. The Cavaliers had just reached the 2026 Eastern Conference Finals before falling to the Knicks, and they already have an elite core with Donovan Mitchell, James Harden running the offense, and a dominant defensive frontcourt featuring Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen. Adding LeBron to that roster would allow him to ease his offensive workload while serving as the veteran leader who guides the younger players through the biggest moments in May and June. Barkley also mocked the idea of LeBron joining the Warriors, calling it nothing more than a retirement tour rather than a legitimate championship move. Shaq, however, wasn't buying any of the Cleveland talk. During the interview, he immediately interrupted Barkley, saying, "Chuck's tripping." He argued that LeBron alongside Stephen Curry in Golden State would be far more exciting than pairing him with Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland. Shaq pointed to the Olympic gold medal LeBron and Steph won together as proof they already know how to play with each other, insisting that the Warriors would become must-watch television every night and would have a real chance to win another title. That debate quickly divided the basketball world between an emotional homecoming in Cleveland and the appeal of another historic superteam. While that discussion was unfolding, one of the most meaningful reactions of the offseason quietly came from Lakers legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who surprisingly agreed with Barkley. Considering Kareem held the NBA's all-time scoring record for 38 years before LeBron surpassed him at Crypto.com Arena in 2023, many expected some lingering resentment. Instead, Kareem praised LeBron as a champion both on and off the court and urged Lakers fans to appreciate everything he accomplished during his 8 years with the franchise. He even said that if LeBron returns to Cleveland, winning another championship won't be the most important part because his hometown fans would finally have the chance to give him the farewell he deserves. Kareem ended by joking that LeBron could one day become the mayor of Cleveland. That comment carried real significance because it acknowledged that LeBron is more than just a basketball player in Ohio, he's a hometown icon and an enduring public figure. As ESPN's Dave McMenamin later put it, that says everything about LeBron's legacy.
The only place that accepts him, embraces him, celebrates him for everything that he is Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
The biggest controversy now is the reaction from some Lakers fans. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can put aside any personal feelings and publicly support the player who broke his historic scoring record, it makes some of LeBron's harshest critics look incredibly bitter. At this point, Barkley is saying Cleveland, Kareem is saying Cleveland, and Dave McMenamin is leaning toward Cleveland as well. Yet the Warriors' rumors continue to grow stronger every hour.
The reason?
What Draymond Green reportedly did the day before LeBron's announcement. On June 29th, Draymond declined his $27.7 million player option with Golden State, walking away from guaranteed money. Many NBA fans immediately viewed that move as a possible attempt to create financial flexibility for a potential pursuit of LeBron. The idea of LeBron and Stephen Curry sharing the court is enough to worry the rest of the league. LeBron himself admitted during the 2024 Paris Olympics that playing alongside Steph felt effortless because they see the game the same way. They went undefeated, and their chemistry was impossible to ignore. Inside Golden State, some have even described the possibility as the franchise's Expendables moment. That comparison is exactly what has other contenders paying attention. Reports now claim that Jason Tatum's camp has been pushing for the league to investigate whether the Warriors are attempting to work around the salary cap rules. According to those reports, Tatum believes LeBron and Draymond could be manipulating the collective bargaining agreement to help build another superteam. The backstory only adds more intrigue. During the 2024 Paris Olympics, Tatum spent much of the tournament watching from the bench while LeBron and Steph developed outstanding chemistry. On top of that, Boston reportedly moved on from Jaylen Brown in a blockbuster deal, leaving Tatum as the unquestioned face of the franchise with championship expectations resting entirely on his shoulders. If LeBron joins Steph under Steve Kerr, many believe Boston's path to another title becomes significantly tougher. But while everyone else debated salary cap rules and future draft picks, Patrick Beverley shifted the conversation in a completely different direction. He argued that LeBron essentially treated Rob Pelinka as someone responsible for protecting his family's future, bringing the spotlight back to Bronny James' guaranteed contract.
Bron go to for that. He go to for that. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till my son sign, get his bag. Yeah, Lakers, I ain't coming back. It ain't personal, it's business.
Just think about how bold this entire situation was. On June 29th, the Lakers guaranteed Bronny James a fully guaranteed $2.3 million contract while LeBron already knew he was preparing to leave. Then, only 24 hours later, Rich Paul reportedly called the front office and informed them that the franchise could move forward without him. What's even stranger is that this isn't a new pattern.
It's classic LeBron.
Back in 2010, when he left Cleveland for Miami during the decision, the Cavaliers reportedly learned he was leaving only minutes before the live ESPN special aired. Not hours, just minutes. 16 years later, Bronny's contract becomes guaranteed, and then LeBron makes his move. Patrick Beverley didn't criticize him for it. In fact, he praised him, calling the move GOAT, because he respected how it was handled. Whether you agree or not, that's how Pat Bev saw it. Meanwhile, Kendrick Perkins had a completely different reaction, but his frustration wasn't aimed at LeBron. Instead, he went after the Lakers organization. As soon as Shams Charania broke the news, Perkins called it a huge mistake by the Lakers. The next morning on First Take, he passionately argued that replacing a leader like LeBron isn't as simple as finding another player because the leadership and presence he brings to a locker room can't be replaced with talent alone. Then, in a rare moment of agreement, Stephen A. Smith backed him up, saying the Lakers are, at best, an 8th seed team without LeBron.
Right now, if I had to look at the Lakers as presently constructed, they're a playoff team as an 8th seed.
Stephen A. Smith may actually be giving the Lakers too much credit, especially with teams like OKC, the Spurs, and a potentially loaded Warriors squad standing in their way. The reason his opinion carries weight is because he hasn't exactly been known for favoring LeBron over the years. So when he says the Lakers are in serious trouble without him, it doesn't come across as another viral hot take. It sounds like an honest assessment. The biggest question now is whether Luka can carry this team on his own or if the Lakers front office will make another major move. I'd really like to hear what you think. Are the Lakers officially finished, or is Stephen A. simply overreacting? While ESPN's panel was busy debating LeBron's future, Gilbert Arenas took a completely different approach. Instead of posting a lengthy analysis, he shared a hilarious video that perfectly captured how many Lakers fans were feeling at that moment. While analysts on television debated salary cap rules, trade exceptions, and the collective bargaining agreement, Gilbert Arenas had a much simpler response. He looked at the news on his phone, stared into space for a moment, grabbed a pillow, and pretended to fall asleep on camera. He joked that he was going back to bed because it wasn't even July 1st yet, and the Lakers' season already felt over. As funny as it was, the reaction reflected how many fans felt. The moment LeBron left, the Lakers lost the face of their franchise, sparking one of the biggest debates in basketball. Some fans believe the Lakers wasted the final chapter of one of the greatest careers in NBA history, while others argue that LeBron simply used the franchise to accomplish his own goals. LeBron supporters point to the Lakers' failure to build a consistent championship contender around him, noting that one title in 8 seasons falls short for a player of his caliber. The disastrous Russell Westbrook trade in 2021 weakened the roster, and the organization spent years trying to recover before eventually dismissing Frank Vogel. By the time the Lakers finally paired LeBron with Luka Doncic, LeBron was already deep into the later stages of his career, making it difficult to build a long-term championship team, especially with the injuries that plagued the roster. On the other hand, many believe LeBron got everything he wanted from his time in Los Angeles. He won a championship, became the NBA's all-time leading scorer by passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the Lakers' home court, and saw the franchise draft Bronny before guaranteeing his contract. Even in his late 30s and early 40s, he continued averaging more than 20 points per game, an incredible achievement. From that perspective, it's hard to call his Lakers tenure a failure. He accomplished nearly every personal milestone, secured his family's future, and walked away on his own terms. One statistic that continues to fuel the debate is that although the Lakers reached the playoffs in 6 of LeBron's 8 seasons, they won just one playoff series over their final 4 years together, showing that the partnership had clearly stalled. Now everyone is asking who really came out ahead. Beyond that debate, LeBron's exit has reshaped the entire NBA. He wasn't traded, forced out, or retired. He simply secured Bronny's future, chose his next destination, and instantly became the most sought-after player on the market through Rich Paul. That level of player control is almost unmatched. The Lakers now move forward with significant cap flexibility, while Luka Doncic faces a loaded Western Conference that could include Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and possibly a Warriors team featuring LeBron. The Eastern Conference is just as intriguing. A return to Cleveland could instantly reshape the title race, while a move to Miami alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo would create another powerhouse. At 41 years old, LeBron still has the ability to change the championship picture with a single decision. Kevin Garnett summed it up perfectly, saying people keep asking whether LeBron is finished despite averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists at 41, while Garnett himself was retired years earlier because his body couldn't keep going. His point was simple: LeBron is built differently. Wherever he ends up, that team immediately becomes a legitimate championship contender. So the real question isn't whether LeBron is done, it's which franchise will land him next. Will it be the Warriors, Cavaliers, Heat, Timberwolves, or a surprise destination that nobody sees coming? Decision 4.0 could completely reshape the future of the NBA.